guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited that this is the first episode of the Crazy Plant Guy Day Night Talk Show, where I invite a few of my planty friends from the community. We hang out, we chill, we get to know them, and just pretty much have a good time. So I've been wanting to do this series for a while, and I'm excited that we finally get a chance to do it. And more excited because my first guest is someone I've been wanting to do a collab with. You guys should know her. It's none other than my Filipino plant friend, Sharina.
Hi.
Hey, Sharina.
Hey, Christian.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Glad for you to make it. You know, I know we've been talking about doing something like this for a while now, and here's your chance, because obviously we don't got anything else to do than just stay at home. I don't know what it's like in LA, because that's where you're located, right?
Yeah, so I mean, things are opening back up right now, but I still think that we should still be staying home, because I think things are kind of getting back to what they were. So I'm staying home as much as I can. So I'm here.
And that's kind of it, you know. I mean, like, obviously, you know, I don't think anyone expected the whole COVID thing, but I think there was a blessing if you're a plant person, that you have a chance to kind of just hang out with your plants, do a little bit more stuff with your plants.
Yeah.
I know I have a lot more happier plants. I don't know if you do, because they're not necessarily being neglected.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we don't really have anything else to do but just like be that helicopter parent and just look at them all the time, make sure they're not, you know, super dry. So yeah, I guess mine's looking, it's also growing season, so mine are looking pretty good.
Which we all love.
Yes.
Which we all love. So let's get to know you a little bit more. So tell us a little bit about you. So you are Pasadena, or where is it? Just I'm not really familiar with the LA location.
Yeah, so it is in the LA County, Pasadena, mostly known for the Rose Bowl, where, you know, you fit 100,000 people in the game. I've never personally watched a game there, but I go there for the flea market, which I've
seen those videos.
Which
those are a lot of fun.
They are so fun. So it is in the LA County. I kind of want to say it's more up northeast of LA, where it's more, I'm close to the mountains, close to the foothills, so it's got a very foresty, woodsy feel here. A lot of hikes, so I love it here. Yeah.
And I've seen your Instagram where you do take a lot of your audience to these hikes.
I do.
And you have a dog as well too.
Yes.
And honestly, like I think LA, or just Southern California, to me is like great weather, which means you have a lot more options when it comes to plants. Because I know you do a lot of nursery tours and whatnot. So, well, obviously lately it's probably been limited. What's your take on shopping at nurseries versus online? And I know you've done probably a bit more online shopping lately.
Lately, yeah. Okay, so so before everything went down, I was kind of I'm not even gonna say kind of. I was pretty much anti-online shopping, because I love that feeling of being able to pick and choose which plant I want, the healthiest one, the one with the most growth. And also because a couple of years ago, I ordered from Etsy without doing my due diligence, and it just it didn't work out well. They arrived dead, or they pretty much died like shortly after. So that was like the worst experience for me. And I had another experience where they just came and died. So I was like, never again. I'm just gonna go plant shopping. Right?
And that's my fear of like ordering online as well, is because of that. But also, like, living in Canada, there's not as many online retailers that ship. But primarily, even if there was, I just wouldn't. I know I like being there and seeing the plant, and you know, having that dilemma of which plant do you pick out of the two that you have in front of you.
I see you kind of always like. I'm the same way. I have them like laid out, and I'm like, which one do I like better? But yeah, so I was anti. But recently, since we were here, you have that itch, right? It's just like you have to just order something. Also, you're kind of bored. So I've started to order from Steve's Leaves. I've ordered from them twice, and it's been amazing. So I think if anyone was gonna order online, definitely do your due diligence and study and make sure they're a reputable company. But also, you know, just you gotta take it with a grain of salt, knowing that sometimes it'll arrive that day. I mean, arrive wrong or arrive bad and dead. But I enjoy plant shopping more. I mean, I've only gone a couple times, but yeah, definitely in person, a lot more.
Absolutely. And I think that's, like I said, you know, even, I just can't imagine, like, you can imagine the plant you're looking at when you're looking online, but honestly, it's not comparable when you see it in person and getting the feel of it and just the beauty of it, right? But you have obviously a YouTube channel, and you know, an Instagram. So tell us a little bit about your channel. Kind of what content can we expect from it?
Okay, so on my YouTube, when you come to my channel, you'll see I happen to think that they're a lot more fun approach. Not that everybody else isn't fun, but I have a more lighthearted approach to plant care. I do a lot of favorites because I feel like I've got to do something that excites me.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And I feel like if you people, you guys watching get excited about what I'm watching, that it's kind of like a fun experience. Because sometimes, you know, there's a lot of things about plant care that's annoying. But yeah, so favorites. I did a couple of plant shoppings, but that was back in the day when, you know, I was doing that a lot more. So favorites, plant shopping, just the things that I love about it. A couple of unboxings here and there.
But I think to your point though, because I've seen some of your videos and I find them really funny and hilarious. And I think what stands out about it is your personality, your character behind it, and you like embrace like your fun side, your Filipino side, and your big pants from the Philippines. And watching your video brings out my accent, but but it's great and it's fun. And I think to your point, like I know each creator. There's quite a few of us, and we've gotten to know a few of them through the years. But each of us brings something different and unique, and I think that's one thing that's pretty cool about it. But with you, it's like I find it really funny though, and even your Insta stories. So I think it's if you're looking for entertainment and just something to laugh at or laugh with, check out her channel, right? So I'll definitely link in the description below. But yeah, so let's actually.
Thank you. That's nice. Thank you so much.
No,
I try.
No, it's great.
I try.
And honestly, like, I'm sure you went through this when you started a YouTube channel. Like, we have this fear of putting ourselves out there, right? We have a fear of like, exposing ourselves for the world to kind of criticize us and whatnot. And I realized that through the process, someone's gonna like you. There's always gonna be a group of people, whether it's a small following or a big following, someone's gonna relate to you and enjoy you. And I think that's something that's kind of cool. So I definitely do find it entertaining. But let's talk about that for a second. The YouTuber life. How long has your channel been around? And like, do you consider yourself a YouTuber? Like when you go out there, do people recognize you? With their cameras, pictures, selfies, autographs.
I mean, imagine. Can you autograph my lease? Can you imagine? Okay, so YouTuber. I guess I mean, I don't find that there's anything really wrong. It's more funny. If you do call yourself a YouTuber, so it's kind of like it is what we do. So basically. And what was the other? Have I run into people?
Well, I mean, like, have you ever gone to YouTube? Like, I know I agree with you. Like, it's weird to say you're a YouTuber because I still don't think I am. To me, it was just for fun, and I don't think I'll ever get used to it. But you're right. This is kind of what we do on the side or whatnot. But do you ever get used to, like, when you step outside to, whether you're going to your flea market or Rose Bowl, do people recognize you or like? How does that work?
Okay, so funny that you mentioned that because the very last time before everything went down, I went to the Rose Bowl flea market, and I guess a lot of people, because the flea market happens once a month, so I featured about 7 to 8 plant vendors. So the next month that I attended, a lot of people saw that video and then went to the flea market.
Oh, wow.
So I would of course stop at my favorite plant vendors that were there, and at every booth I kind of ran into subscribers, and it's a really weird feeling because it's like, I mean, it's good, but it's like, wow, you're actually getting to see the people that are watching you, and I think that's really awesome. Right?
Do you know? Like, I know with me, I know when someone has approached me, I always get shocked. I'm like, oh, like, me, and it's like, I don't know sometimes how to react to it, and like how, like, do I. Because sometimes I could just be deep in thought in my own head and like I'm just totally oblivious to what's going on around me. And someone will be like, "Hey, you're Christian, you're Catholic." I'm like, "Oh, hi!
Oh
I don't have my plant with me, but
I mean, it was so that day it was very much like, "Oh, hey!" And they're like, "I watched your last video. That's why I was here." And I was like, "Perfect. That's why I did it, so you guys can see it." But it's definitely weird, but I think it's more of a good thing because we actually can put a face to the comments that we're reading, to get to know who we're actually watching, and to also get to know what you viewers would want to see from us. So it's very weird still because exactly how you said, I don't know how to react. It's like, so I kind of just go to like, what are you looking for? Let me see your plant.
Yeah.
If you have a calathea, don't talk to me. But
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
You
I'm
hate
just kidding,
calatheas, which is actually great to the next question because I want to know.
Good segue.
Good segue. Is what are the plants you hate right now? Like you just cannot stand. Like don't even talk to me about it.
Like, don't even look at me, okay? Okay, so Calathea is the only, I think they're one of the most beautiful, the genus, the Maranthaceae, beautiful, everything. And I always talk about how I love the undersides, and that would be the perfect plant that if you love the purple or deep red, that would be the perfect plant for you. But I've probably gone through about 6 or 7 just hoping and trying to make them survive in my house, and they just won't. Even the one that people would say would do well, like the Mosaica or the network, one, they're like, oh, so easy. I did it, and same situation.
Do you have a... I was just going to say, like, do you have a good humidity, like, in your home, like, or just calatheas?
I have 2 humidifiers. I have one running in here, one in the living room, and the ones where I placed my calatheas were kind of like here, living room, and also by the sink. So they were all getting humidity. It's just that the environment somehow, I just can't. I want to try again though, just as a challenge. So yeah, I hate ferns too. No ferns ever.
First of all, I like calatheas. You're absolutely right. I like them because of their foliage, just beautiful. But they are so freaking finicky, and even though I've killed so many, like I still want to try just because I'm hoping one day it's gonna be a success. But they are really tough. But obviously, if you live in more of the subtropical type of environment, high humidity, that rains a lot, they do well because they obviously prefer a lot more rainwater and distilled type of water than like tap water or filtered water. But it's
just like perfect. Perfect situation basically, which I can't provide. So I can't.
That's what makes like obviously owning houseplants indoors a little bit challenging, especially depending on your climate, because like literally we're taking them out of their natural habitat and trying to create an environment in their home. But they are definitely beautiful plants. Ferns, I only have one fern, and I would agree they're a little bit tricky, but I want to add. Oh man, I don't know if we're allowed to. Let's talk about this. So you follow Brettman, right?
Yes.
So he's great. I had no idea, and I think we were, we found out that he ends up watching our videos because I had no idea. He is. First of all, we know he's an actor, singer, songwriter, philanthropist, and now apparently he's a botanist now. I'm just kidding, but his plants, his plants is so amazing, and I'm so jealous of it because he got that blue oil fern that was just has that iridescent blue look. It was just like, oh come on, it's so pretty, but that type of fern I would definitely have. But let's talk about so I kind of just went on about my plant crush in terms of someone who has a lot of plants I admire. Who's your plant crush?
Yeah, so this one, she's actually my friend, and it might be a little bit biased, okay? So Cynthia from The Plant Babies, she's on YouTube too.
Cynthia, yeah.
You know who Cynthia is.
She's great. She's great. I love her,
Yes, she just has so much. And the thing that I love about her plants is they're crazy, they're rare, they're super hard to find, but she doesn't deliver it in a way that it's that way. She's kind of just like, oh, no big deal. I have this. Look, new growth. And I'm like, that is amazing. Like, you need to show that more.
She's definitely very subtle with her plants, and she's got a great collection, absolutely. Like in terms of a lot of rare plants, and because I was wondering that when I found out that you guys live so close to each other,
she's in LA.
Where's she getting all these plants?
I know she orders a lot. She's also my go-to with a lot of these plant questions. She knows where to order them. She knows how they're packed, so she's very knowledgeable in a lot of that plant care, plant ordering, all of that stuff. So I get a lot of this is like my secret. I get a lot of it from The Plant Babies, but yeah, they're mostly ordered, and we've attended plant swaps together, and I think that's the key. That's one of the keys of actually getting a lot of the rare plants that you want. I mean, right now it's a little bit hard, but even if you do it through the mail, a lot of your plant friends online can trade with you.
I was actually thinking about that because I've been wanting to do a plant swap, right? And I'm trying to organize one, but obviously we're still in lockdown. We can only have a limited amount of people together. And then I thought, well, there must be a way to do this, online or through mail. Can we like create, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe that might be a good idea. Because you never know, I get a feeling, I don't know about if you've been following kind of like the trends lately or the news, but I get a feeling there's going to be like a wave 2 coming soon, especially in the US. I'm sorry to my American friends, but y'all need to like, button down and stay home. And like, I swear, like you guys just want to go to your beach and your party, but I ain't mad at you. It's tough being at home, but honestly, just get yourself some plants. You're going to be fine. You're going to get through if you get yourself some plants.
I agree.
But yeah, plant swap I think is definitely something I'm looking forward to.
You should do it.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to take a bit of a break here, guys. I'm going to obviously insert a mid-roll, which obviously we want you guys to watch and would appreciate it. And we'll be back shortly with a few games, and then we'll do a show and tell of one of Sharina's plants that she brought to the show. See you guys soon. Hey guys, hopefully you're enjoying this episode of Crazy Plant Guy Day Night Talk Show. I'm really excited to have this on my channel as part of a series. Been wanting to do something like this for a while, and it's a great way for me to introduce to you guys some of my planty friends from the community, where we hang out, chill, and just talk about all plant things related, and get to know them a little bit better and have fun along the way. So hopefully you guys do find this entertaining. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get back to our show. All right, guys, we're back, and now we want to get to the fun side where we're gonna read a few comments, nice comments or mean comments. Really depends on the mood. But I think Sharina wants to read some good comments to give a shout out to a few of you guys who literally kind of watch all our videos, support us. With every post we do. Yes. So we really appreciate it. So take it away, Sharina.
Thank you. Okay, so I have one comment, and I just want to shout out a couple of really awesome commenters later, but this one comment is from Jessie Norman from Madrid. That's crazy. The reach that we have is so crazy. So she says, I'm a Filipino based in Madrid. You needn't be an expert to be able to share your valuable experiences. Being able to transmit enthusiasm and sheer joy is a skill in itself. That's so nice.
That's so nice, yeah.
It's so nice. I find some videos uploaded by experts somewhat daunting by the jargon that often intimidates rather than encourage would-be cacti and succulent hobbyists and tropical plant hobbyists. When I hear you say Pinoy words or expressions or English words with a Pinoy accent, you always coax a laugh out of me. Mabuhay, Sharina.
Nice. Oh.
That was so
That's
nice.
So sweet.
It got me right here.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that's great. I mean, she's from Madrid, and just the reach we have of like whether it's people from just Europe, Australia, it is crazy, and you can just see that plants is literally taking over the world. But that's amazing. That's a great comment. Awesome.
So nice. And then, of course, we have our commenters, Sherry Porsche, always saying, encouraging words, always watching the videos. Sally Henry, she's one of my favorites. Yeah. She's always come, ever since day one. Yeah. She's always just been there. So thank you so much for the amazing comments. They help so much.
Yeah, Elizabeth is someone I know. She's like on my
girl.
Comments. She's so nice, really just supporting of all of us. And obviously,
she's from New York.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool, but a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna read some. Okay, I need some.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I like that.
Did my accent come up there?
I love it. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because sometimes when I transition, I go, okay. You did it.
I didn't think my accent came out there. Okay, so now I made up some riddles to see if you can guess what they are. They're probably like, I'm gonna read them and see. They're probably gonna come out like where the name. Okay, so it's a riddle. So you need to guess what kind of plant I am. Okay.
Oh my god.
I can trail down or climb up. I'm easy to care for and propagate. I take great photos. My scientific and common name is often fought about over the community. Which plant am I?
Scindapsus pictus?
No, you're close.
Cebu blue.
You're close. No, you're pothos.
A pothos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Any pothos.
Yes. Yeah.
So I got that.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. What gave it away? What gave it away? Was it the people fought over the names?
Yeah, because I mean, there's different names: Scindapsus or Scindapsus pictus, and then silver satin pothos, or just like pothos, or any pothos like Ep1.
Right.
Yeah, so
it's an Ep1.
I still got it.
Yeah, you still got it. Yeah. So I know because I call it like a pothos, not a Scindapsus. I call it pothos. Scindapsus is a little bit different. It's more of the heart-shaped one. But a pothos, I know people often say, well, no, it's an Ep1, right? I'm like, okay, fine. But
Isn't that what that is?
Yeah.
That's what that is, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I thought about that was like I thought you would get it because I take great photos.
Yeah, they do.
They do
Oh,
great
great
photos.
photos.
Oh, did you find that? Okay, she knows. Moving on.
I like
Next
that.
one. Okay,
Okay.
next one. Okay, I'm often seen in your doctor's office or at the malls, but once I slither in your home, I help purify the air while you sleep. Even though you often neglect me, what plant type am I?
Snake plant, aka sensitive.
There you go. That was easy. How did you figure? How did you know?
Slither.
Ah, okay. I need to make these harder.
That was good.
If
No,
you
that
guys
was
have
perfect.
any good suggestions or comments on how to make riddles, plant related, DM me on my Instagram so that way we can put it on the show because I think that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, so now obviously it's my last part of this segment where I ask each of my guests to bring a plant for them to show and tell and how to care for them. So Sharina, what plant did you bring?
Okay, so right behind me, I'm gonna get it really quick. Hold on. This is before I drop it. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Look at that white leaf.
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
my Syngonium albo or Podophyllum albo. You know which one? Variegated Syngonium. It's growing out full white leaves right now, and she's even pregnant. Oh, she unrolled with
It's
another
beautiful.
white. See, you see those two white ones?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
How crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so my
So-
battery is flashing.
That's okay. So how do you care for this plant? You know, obviously it's a Syngonium. You know, for mine's really small. It's nowhere near that size. So how do you care for your Syngonium?
Oh my gosh. This is probably one of the easiest plants, Christian, for real. I mean, it's growing full white leaves right now, but I water it when it's dry. So it's been about every week. Other people have told me they water it a little bit more, but personally, I do it once a week.
Okay.
I just make sure it gets a lot of light because of all that beautiful variegation, as you can see. And I've got a pretty good light in this
Yeah.
office.
Well,
I got
which
a south window and
okay,
west.
so you have a south and a west facing window. So you have that, which is a great, probably the two best like directions you guys can get. It gives you a lot of
Oh.
options. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So do you have it really close to the window or?
I would say it's a couple of feet away
Okay.
from the west window.
Yeah.
So, but all day it'll get this
Yeah.
window light, and then later it'll get some reflection
Nice.
from over there.
Yeah.
So all day, and I think that's kind of what's helped it, right?
Yeah.
Look
yeah.
at it.
It is beautiful. It's a
Isn't it so
beautiful,
pretty?
beautiful
And it's a
plant.
fast grower.
Yeah,
Syngoniums
yeah.
are fast growers.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, I can't wait for mine to grow, but I'm looking for that plant. I don't think it's easily accessible now, right? Like I don't know how long ago you've had that or where you found it, but
So I had this for a year.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you get this in Canada?
I haven't seen it in any of the plant shops or any of like
Wow.
even the store I go to where I get most of my rare plants. Like even they're not
Yeah.
carrying this plant, so that's where I got like the pink splash and the wetland DI one, but not that
so
one.
pretty.
So very very
I
beautiful.
think the thing with this is it roots really fast. I cut it, propagated it, and it rooted in 1 week. It had roots in 1 week, maybe about 1 inch. It was crazy. I don't know any plant that's done that.
Have you ever tried sending a plant like across the border?
Across the border?
You know, like take a
No.
cutting of that, root it, and then mail it to someone in Canada. Just kidding.
I'll totally. You can have this one, right? You can
That's-
have this one.
That's not gonna make it across the travel. It's gonna be dead by the time you cut it.
Can
Just
I
kidding.
do that? I don't know.
I
I'd be
don't-
more than happy to.
I don't know.
But I
because-
don't.
I don't know because
how
I
it
know you can't. You need like to import plants. You know, like I know in Canada, it's very very difficult. You need like a permit and like all that paperwork. But I did wanted to obviously mail like my string of hearts because I know I've had people ask comments about like, hey, can we get cutting? And I'm like, I don't know if I'll
Yeah.
make it, but let me try it. So maybe we'll do an experiment. We'll give me a cutting of that, read it, and I send it mails it.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's an experiment. Yeah, you got it. Hopefully it'll get there.
Oh my gosh. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sharina. I really, really appreciate you coming into the show. My very first episode, really excited about it. Guys, I'll definitely link her channel in the description below, so definitely check it out. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little series that we got going on. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.